It is time to blast off to Planet Her. Doja Cat has released her highly anticipated third studio album, Planet Her, and we could not be more excited.
I'm very excited. It's rare when I'm like this excited for an album, but there's been so much hype around it that I'm very eager to listen to it.
I've been seeing the good reviews pouring in. People have been commenting their favorites.
We would have listened to it Friday night.
Yeah.
But I came down with a little song.
It wasn't the Rona.
It wasn't the Rona.
But it was something.
It wasn't Cronova. No, but I was so mad. I was down bad because I couldn't listen to it. But now I'm feeling better and I'm ready to listen to it and I'm hyped. I'm really excited.
Yeah. What makes this even more special though is this is our first full Doja Cat album.
The cover is stunning, and of course it's shot by the legendary David LaChapelle.
Is it David LaChapelle or David LaChapelle? Like, how do you pronounce that?
I think it's David LaChapelle.
Like Latifah, or is it Latifah? If you've been following the rollout of the album, you know that this album has a very futuristic vibe, hence the title being Planet Her.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how she's going to teleport us to that world sonically. She's been able to do it with the singles, so I want to see if the rest of the album's going to hold up. I read somewhere that she said each song has like their own personality.
I believe it.
And I was kind of noticing that in the music videos, how each single and each video was
just
very
had
different.
its own, yeah, I believe
so
it.
I'm
excited.
Got the Afro beat going.
I love this already.
Oh, I love that. That was one of the best descriptions of reproduction that I've ever heard.
You can reciprocate. I got delicious taste. You need a woman's touch in your place. So feminine with grace. I touch your soul when you hear me say, boy, let me be a woman.
Hey!
Be a woman. I can be your lady. I'm a woman. I'm a motherfucker, but they got a problem. Put the paper in the picture like a diorama.
That's a bar.
People that are opposite. Cause the world told me we ain't got that common sense. And you would never know a guy without the goddess. As honest as fucking honest, kidding. I could be on everything. I could be the CEO just like a Robin Fenton.
Hey!
Cause you on my team, girl. They wanna pit us against each other when we succeed. Like we were Gina or Mean Girls. Tomboy or king. You've heard a lot you've never seen.
Wait.
Divine feminine, I'm feminine.
That accent and the flow at the end over. That solidified it. That solidified it. I already know this is one of the best songs off the album. I already know. That verse was
Very empowering.
empowerment. Like,
That was good. But
and you will never know a god without the goddesses, CEOs. Shout out to Rihanna.
Yeah, man.
And then talking about pitting women against each other.
Mother
Like, this
Earth,
is
Mother Mary.
this is
that was
simply
good.
a celebration of women. This is what
Yeah.
that is.
Oh my god, I actually really fucking like this song.
I can be a
Oh my god.
That was a perfect opening.
Perfect song to
For
transport
so
you
many
to Planet
reasons.
Her.
So many reasons. And,
Oh my
and even when it
God.
comes to like transporting. Okay, what did you think of the song? And just in general.
Oh.
Before we talk about it in the album.
Oh, the
Let me
song.
see the song.
The instrumental.
Yeah.
2 seconds in.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna like that.
Yeah. She took us to the motherland with that beat. Which is really interesting.
That's a good way of putting that. She took us to the motherland.
That felt like
Wow.
the essence of Planet
Of
Her.
Planet Her.
And so like with it in context of the album, for the first song to be called Woman on an album called Planet Her, and for it to be a celebration of woman,
Exactly.
I just think that that's such a
That's
smart
perfect.
choice. And for the first verse to even talk about like femininity
Yeah.
and how you can't duplicate or replicate what a woman can do, it was just simply highlighting the power of the woman.
That's what I'm saying. It's in describing what women are capable of,
yes.
and the beautiful, how their bodies are orchestrated.
Yeah.
That's instantly
That was perfect.
one of my favorite Doja Cat songs.
Gotta be top 5, I already know.
What?
Okay, keeping up that
Keeping up
tribal
that
feel. Before we get into it, Woman took us to like the motherland, and the idea of being naked just gives me Adam and Eve vibes for some reason. Like the beginning.
Yeah, like the beginning.
Yeah, for some reason.
The Genesis.
Straight, me know if you ain't got that NSFW.
Nice.
Now it's safe to finish what we started. Spoiling all up for you, cause you know I wanna dance. Let me cordially invite you to this party in my pants.
Hey.
You got me sprung and don't say sorry in advance. Who's your designer? Is that birthday suit one of a kind?
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
Like it's on other than my curves like a puzzle piece. To get started, let me see how my soul sees.
Yeah. First observation is I'm loving the balance of singing and rapping.
rap.
And it's always the second verse. She
And
killed
the
that one
rap
too.
is coming hard so far.
Yeah,
like it's not
like it's
lazy.
weak. Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
lazy.
How do I let you know just what was going on? Boy, can we take off our lock?
Nice.
Touch my body, just touch.
Oh, I like that.
Touch my body, just touch me.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Actually, the ending was a nice switch up.
Yeah. It's almost like we blasted off with Woman and now we're kind of settling a little bit with Naked.
With Naked.
Honestly, I feel like Naked could be classified as a filler, but it helps move the album along. Not all the time is filler a negative thing. A filler is a filler for a reason. It
Yeah,
fills
exactly.
that
Exactly.
space.
Exactly.
So I like the fact that she chose it as the second song. Anywhere else on the album, it could have been seen as underwhelming.
Yeah.
But coming right after Woman, it has that same tribal vibe. It has
Yeah.
that same motherland
Kind of,
idea.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
You know, it
exactly.
feels organic. It feels,
Yeah.
natural.
I liked it after Woman.
I take it as just being comfortable with somebody.
Yeah.
Being comfortable with your body,
comfortable in your
even.
skin.
Still sounds like we're outside.
Reminds me of Avatar. Reminds me of Avatar.
Oh.
Getting paid. Payday.
We're 35 seconds in.
Payday.
I could.
Is that a play on word? Getting paid, yay.
I took it as getting paid every day. Yay, day, because of how it's spelled.
Oh, maybe.
But no, I think that's Payday derives from that though. I
Yeah,
think you're
yeah.
right. I like the pauses.
I don't need it, I got it already. Tell me what you want. What to what I got you ready. And I'm bilingual talking money conversations.
Nice.
And baby, we are not the same, we no mistakes, yeah. Cause it just keep adding up and they run it up and they add it up and they run it. All this money on me, it don't mean nothing.
Jumped out perfect.
Perfect choice.
Just wanted to know you, baby. Tell me what you needed. I don't fuck with Roscoe's for a reason. For a swinging like Serena, and I know you feel my vibe. Gotta come out, it's okay, it must be.
You heard that in the beat?
Like, yeah.
She like, yeah, quoting Doja.
I'm bilingual talking money conversations. And baby, we are not the same, we no mistakes, yeah. Add it up and they run it.
Oh!
Perfect.
Just can't believe I got what I wanted all night, and now we go.
Beat cuts and it's just her voice.
That beat is hard.
Listen.
Okay, so far this album, the melodies and harmonies,
Perfect.
the way that she's choosing them on top of the beat, because this
Yeah.
is that's a trap hip hop.
That's
that's
more,
like,
that's a trap.
But the chorus is like, it's very ethereal. It's very feminine. It's very light.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And
You
this
know
song,
what's interesting?
Go ahead.
To your point on feminine, they're very hard beats, but she's adding those feminine touches.
Exactly.
And that
feminine
really does
energy,
work.
energetic,
Yeah, more of a feminine energy.
But I like that this song once again places her as the boss.
yes, yes.
So
Young Thug was perfect to me. This is a vibe, but that chorus.
yeah.
That chorus is hot. That chorus.
Lyrically, there's some thought there too. For a while now, there's been a debate about Doja as a rapper. I really feel like she's cultivating her own lane.
She is.
So but when you hear her rapping, the way that she's rapping on this album so far, you can't
good.
help but
Like,
give
you
the
can't help
respect.
it, but you can't help
You
it.
can't help it.
Admit the girl does know how to use her pen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She has an ear for it.
Yes.
And
you know when people have an ear for
Yeah,
music.
she has an ear for it, so I respect that.
That was good.
I like Payday.
Yeah.
That probably end up on my playlist.
That was good.
I just gotta get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah.
Oh,
I just gotta get into it, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Get into it, yeah.
that's nice.
You go to church, get into it, yeah. You just wanna party, you just wanna lap dance, you just wanna pop up
Joker reference. Joker reference. I'm sorry. We have to give respect.
Yeah.
Joker
yeah,
reference.
I just caught that.
You don't wanna talk no more about it in the past tense. Get me out my zone. I'm just talking comfort, shoddy. I ain't give you nothing, you got comfort.
Hey! Look at the flow.
And shit when he in love with my body.
Hey!
Get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck. Get into it, yo. If she ain't got a butt, fuck it, get into it, yo. Y'all need to take it into that drip like a piranha. Y'all need to take it into my drip like y'all need water. I mean, y'all bitches better, y'all like Ariana.
Hey.
Never tryna knock up, put my foot up in your caca, call your mama. Like I'm falling, rocka, rocka, rocka. Get into it like a suit and paka, stacka, blacka, rocka.
Nikki, come on now. And I like it.
Oh my
I like
god.
it.
Oh, you can hear it.
You can hear it.
You can hear it. But it's not try hard.
It's not.
very natural.
It's not.
It is very natural.
That was good. That's what it reminded me of. Reminded me of like Massive Attack.
Ah!
I
like this. Thank you, Nikki. I love you. Got that big rocket launcher. Solidified.
Yeah. Yeah, no, come on now.
Respect.
Oh my god, that's how you do it.
Respect.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Respect.
That's how you do it. Basically saying, for one, this song was definitely just a cool, I'ma spit, I'ma go hard
Hell
freestyle.
yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
she did that
Hell yeah.
well. It's funny how we were just saying like, wanted to hear her rap, but and then she did do this.
Yes, definitely.
But it's like, she's citing her inspiration and then doing it justice, and then you can see based on the pen that it's true.
Hell yeah.
It's true. And there's nothing wrong with studying an artist or, in a sense, like admiring the way that they write and aspiring to perfect your pen as such.
The same way, yeah. But what I like is that even though she's shouting out Nikki, she still made it her own.
Exactly.
And that's where the respect comes in, because it's like, you hear the influence, and of course in the back of your mind, you're like, oh yeah, she sounds a little bit like Nikki.
Yeah.
So she acknowledges it, but the whole song, she owns it.
It's
like, it's hers.
Doja.
You know, so you don't walk out of there like, oh, she want to be Nicki Minaj.
If there would ever be a remix or anything like that.
I mean, I think that
I think Nicki would slide on this beat.
Oh my god, there's only one choice.
There's only one choice, so don't fuck it up.
Yeah, wanna know what it's like? Baby, show me what it's like. Yeah. Oh. Fantasize, and we got a lot of time. Baby, can throw the pipe, baby. I need to know what's your size. Had to track the fight. I mean, what I write.
Nice.
Yeah. Whoa. You can't help but be sexual. Tell me your schedule. You look like I need an apron now. You can need to change my time. You can do what you can. Fuck with me better. Itching for me like an ugly sweater. Need an image like a chuck in each other. I need to know what it's like. Baby, show me what it's
Don't you
like.
hit notes.
Yeah. Oh. You're exciting, boy. Come find me. Your eyes
Like melody wise, this is beautiful. I love this part.
Trying to see if you can handle the sass. Probably give us that panic attack. Sorry if I gave a random erection. Probably thinking I'm a telekinetic. Poof, pussy like an alakazam. Just one night, man.
And then that insert of singing.
Slap me, choke me, bite me. Wait, I can take it. Give a fuck about what your wife is saying. Baby, I need to know.
It's a very futuristic. That's what I love
Very
about
futuristic. Sex in space.
it. Yeah. Being that we've heard this song prior to the album's release.
Yeah.
Basically just saying you need to know what sex with that person is like.
Right.
You know. So pretty surface in the sense of topic, but like sonically on the album, especially after Get Into It.
Yeah.
Perfect placement.
I was noticing that the sequencing of the album is kind of going 2 by 2. I don't know what I Don't Do Drugs sounds like, but it's raunchy, and the lyrics are really direct, and sometimes really like,
No, they're poof puss like Alakazam.
Yeah, it's more sensual than hardcore, if that makes sense.
Yes, it's not really hardcore. Yeah.
So
it's not soft porn.
Oh, it's soft porn.
No,
but like
it's probably soft porn.
it ain't like in the hardcore.
But it's not
section.
hardcore. Yeah.
I don't know if there is a connection at all, but I did notice that she said something about, I don't care what your wifey's saying, and said something about one night stand me. I don't know if there's a connection between that and you, right, at all, but we are in that section
true,
of the album.
True.
Yeah, I can see Ariana on this.
Got me fucked up, got me unstuck, chasing that rush, had to give in. I don't do drugs, still I want you.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
You don't really hit me back, cause I feel like I'm attached. Should've never kissed you back, kiss me addicted back. Hard for me to let you go.
Oh shit.
The choice, okay. The structure of the lyrics and the choice in
How's
melody,
going about
I
You know, sometimes you can get an erection with something that's so good.
and it's making you anticipate what flow's gonna be next.
Shit, man. This
If
is
you
good.
thought Need to Know did it, hey, calm down.
Needed a fix of you, then just some kiss from you. I needed more. Got me fucked up.
I'm sorry. It's chorus.
It's a lower
It's
register.
chorus. It's the blend of the two.
See, next you're gonna bring in this white woman, and that's not fair to the listener.
That's not fair.
Because you don't know who to hit.
Yeah.
I'm about to scream. It's,
Jail.
You're not going to jail. You're going to prison.
Yeah.
Had to give in, couldn't give up. I just want you.
But I don't do drugs.
I'm a lane, just play on the safe side. But you fucking me up on this FaceTime. Know exactly what I wanna do. But baby, can you get it from the back? Got me burned like I'm Doja Cat. It's hard for me to let you go. Let me hide it.
Yes.
Ariana, can you get the chorus? Please.
Riding through the thunder, lightning.
This is good. Yeah, there's both of them.
Oh my god.
They don't do drugs, but they create
Oh my
them.
god.
That's addictive.
That's
Love got me fucked up, got me unstuck. Chasing
no, it's
the
the
rush.
got me.
Okay, you thought you could sing
fucked up.
better than me, and I don't like you for that.
That's pop perfection. That's the best song so far. I genuinely want somebody to argue with me.
Maybe the best collaboration so far. And we've all had one. No, that's. I think that my.
Jordan, that and Woman are literally butting heads right now.
Yeah, that was good.
And that is their best collaboration.
I don't have, that is, yeah. I don't really have nothing else
That
to say.
took Motive and just ran it through the mud.
Motive and 34, 35. That's just
No, we
like.
forgot about the other one. But as people who eat, sleep, and breathe music,
Yeah. You on drugs if you don't like that one. I'm sorry. That.
you're on the wrong
shit.
kind of drugs if you don't like that one.
I know what you mean. You don't fuck with random. I got in my head. I bet you could get me back out. Or you could leave me there. 'Cause we just love to dream.
But wow, how much?
I don't wanna close my eyes. Nobody wants to fall after they did it all.
Wow, that didn't even sound like Doja.
This feels like dream state. No pun intended. Like,
No, literally. It feels like
But it's coming at the perfect time in this album.
Dive right in my sleep, but in reality, it could feel like anything is possible. When I hear you speak, woke up in a sweat in the middle of the night. You don't fuck with randoms, I got everything. Everything but real love, or you could leave me there. 'Cause we might rather sleep
I like that. I fell asleep when you woke up.
when you woke up.
Wow.
Stop it, ayy. I look a little like that shit, ayy. You look a little plastic, ayy. We should say not to the party, ayy. Jump in bed without my body, ayy. I be having hella dreams, waking up in sheets, feeling like I tied away. If he hit me with the morning sex, sure I hit him with a pot of drinks. Bricks on him with a dick on him, put a fit on him with the pride of shit.
Nice.
Tits on him in a violent slay. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with random.
Oh, wow, I like the
Breakdown, yeah.
Everything but real love. We just love to dream. Oh, it's not
Very pretty song.
baby, it's just me.
Wow.
That's an impressive song.
Very impressive.
was
Like
impressive.
vocally, I don't know. Yeah,
that one
that was a beautiful
teleported
song.
you somewhere. else.
That took you to a
Definitely.
different headspace. What I will say is very interesting is she's saying, you know, I fell asleep when you woke up. Just leave them there because they love to dream. So it's almost they're in two different worlds, I guess you could say, almost. It's so funny for watching the You Right video. They are in two different
places.
spaces. Yeah, per se.
Yeah.
I think that's very interesting. If that has any type of correlation, I don't know. I could be reaching pretty far with that, but
It seems like with most of these, though, it's almost like there's always something in between coming together. But even even with Love to Dream, they're dreaming.
right.
So
Right. And now for You Right, it's Doja having a man.
yeah.
These beats coming strong. I'll tell you that much.
I get a man, but I want you. I get a man, but I want you. And it's just nerves, it's just you. I just wanna do it, you and you're right. You're right, got mad, yeah. Can't help it, I want you. Say you're right, I can't stop and look the other way. 'Cause I know it could be, babe. Don't believe in fairy tales, but we got our fantasies. And it's me and you, the sheet. Oh, you can take it out of me. Tell me what it's about to be. I try to hide it in my face and it don't work. You see through that. I just wanna get with you and you're right. You're right.
Like you want me to. I feel the energy when you're on top of me. I know your history. Met him before your peak. He's so connected to that woman that you used to be.
That's nice.
A couple strokes to put it in that you belong to
I get a man, but I want you. I get a man, but I want you. You're right. You're right. Got mad, yeah. But I can't help it, I want you.
Perfect, man.
I really love the connection between Need to Know, I Don't Do Drugs, Love to Dream, and You Right. There's definitely a common thread there. Almost feels like talking about the same person. Like Need to Know was about that one night stand. I Don't Do Drugs was about commitment. Love to Dream was about how it's almost like we can only be together in that dream state. And then You Right is about that forbidden love.
Actually, Love to Dream to me makes it seem like they're not on the same page because
Really?
I fell asleep when you woke up. They never seem to just quite
In the same place?
be in the same place. You're right. They all have
That common thread.
that common thread
of just like not being able to like get there.
right after Need to Know. So after you kind of experience what you've been, anticipating,
Right.
it doesn't seem that it's all cracked up to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Love to Dream is like in the middle of being in love, but knowing that there's also still some things to work out.
Yeah, of course.
But I also take it as just like, again, fantasizing.
Right.
You know?
For You Right, of course, we did react to the song when, it came out. So I really do like it. It is very catchy. It did make my playlist. Of course, having a visual helps. I do really like Doja Cat and The Weeknd together. And it fits perfectly.
They match
on
each
this
other's
album.
energy very well.
But on this album, it fits
oh yeah,
perfectly.
it fits like a glove. Perfect.
Yeah.
Since you've been like this, baby, I don't really wanna be like this.
Bryson Tiller.
See, you've been changing, baby, in good ways and bad ways. Can't say what I say. Crying in this hurt, and I gotta tell you why. Since you've been like this, baby, I don't really wanna be like this. Wanting, babe, but I'm not fun these days. It's more than complicated. I'll give you all this time, give you my everything. Said I gotta do this all night, baby. Can't put my trauma to the side when you told me I was lying. Had me feeling like I died, baby. Wonder when I ain't there, what the fuck you been saying? Talking about how I said shit.
Does that sequence at all remind you of Rihanna? Something off of Anti. Needed Me, just that whole verse.
Yeah.
That whole
It can have
verse
it, yeah,
had some
yeah.
Rihanna influence. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like that.
I'm not gonna lie. She didn't have me in the first half.
Really?
I was gonna be like, I was kind of leaning toward this could have been left off, but that switch up. And sometimes that's all it takes.
It's definitely slowing down right now.
Yeah.
So,
but it's okay for me because she started
was good.
flowing different.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, it doesn't feel redundant.
It
still feels fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Ain't nobody gon' set you up. I ain't even gon' sweat your love. God couldn't forgive like this. Thank God I ain't been like this.
Nice.
I don't really wanna be like this.
Practice part of the chorus, nice.
Ever since you've been like this, this shot with you, but I can't take no more. I can't take no more.
Apparently, Billboard named this the best song on the album.
Really?
So I was interested to hear it. It's a bit of a vibe for me. Mm-hmm. Like, you'd have to be in the mood to listen to this one. Mm-hmm. Is it a beautiful song? Yes. Is the second verse what captivates you and holds you in? Mm-hmm. Yes, especially that, like, flow, rap switch up. It is a beautiful song, though.
For me, it ended up being a good deep cut.
I will say, yeah, I think it's going to be one of those.
I thought by the end of it, I was going to be like, could have left it off, but I don't think so. I think it actually complements the album very well.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's the right length because it feels like a break. And I was gonna call it out that it almost, I don't know what Options is about yet, but it almost feels like the end of that little saga.
Yes.
But since you've been like this, okay, I don't want to be in this.
Yeah.
And now the Options is talking about having options, and then after that is ain't shit. I feel like there's a little bit of a progression there.
Yeah, the progression is like this fairy tale love is starting to trickle out.
Exactly.
And, her eyes are starting to...
I like the theme of Planet Her is in the sound.
Yeah.
Very euphoric, very outer space, eccentric.
And like you said, she
beats.
still seems to be taking control.
Yeah.
A lot. And making the decisions. Seems to get a little bit. I'm going to pick up an energy. Yeah.
I don't need nothing, late night, coffin, lay back on the closet, kitchen, island, bedroom.
Closet, nice.
I feel it wearing off when I get here to go. I like the way you talk, yeah. I couldn't give a fuck. You don't wanna smash up tall. Fucking put an overload.
I like this.
Guess you one of my vices. I wanna take it fixing that way. You never change your mind when I cry.
I love talented people.
Yeah.
I also hate them.
She need to be popped in the mouth one good time, just a little.
Yeah, just...
Hey, look. Hey, don't do that.
Don't do it again.
Just do that. When she bites, you just want to go, ah!
You know what made my genitals just
What?
do that? Fucking for new velours. I said, yeah.
Do you know what a velour is?
No. But I learned it out.
Dropping your jaw when it drops at the floor. I don't need coffin.
Hey, man. Coffin. Too early.
Pick it all off, you naughty.
Put it back on.
You know we both got options. You can count on me.
Okay.
To never count on
You can count on me to never count on you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I got options.
I need...
But I was going to say, you know what I haven't seen in a while?
What?
When a featured artist gets a breakdown before their verse.
Yeah.
So it's a build-up and it leads
And it
up
kind of
to the
just,
feature.
instead of just going right into
that
it.
was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
you.
Wanna fuck a nigga like she love me. She got a lover, but I might get lucky. Looking at the junk in your trunk like a junkie.
Hey.
Bitches fuck twice a week, and if she like freaks, we must try a threesome.
Yeah. But you got me on a drain like a junkie.
it's the
looking
flow.
at the junk in
It's
your
the
trunk
flow.
like a junkie.
It's
No, I'm
the
just looking
flow.
at the lyrics though. Like
I have to
that's a good
stop
play
plugging.
off.
We have to get through.
That was a good
That...
play off. They're both mastering this beat.
God, oh my God.
They're both, they're running it.
This album isn't done, but I do have my top 3.
Seashells on the shore, I'm a beach bum.
I'm a beach bum.
Oh, wow, I like that.
Let me know, land in my bed like a vegetable.
Jesus!
You know, stand on your head 'cause you flexible. Anywhere, everywhere, anytime.
I don't need
Nah.
Midnight, Golden.
kitchen, island, bedroom.
Jordan, please understand.
Yeah.
I will be playing this a lot.
You know we both got options.
Like a little whistle.
Oh my God.
I think it's self-explanatory on that one. That's a good song. That's a good song.
Oh my God.
That's a good song. They both balanced each other very well,
Never
and they
count
both
on you.
brought the same energy on their verses. They both were spitting, but they added those little melodies, those little hints of singing here and there that just topped it off.
Okay.
Because the beat's melodic at the end of the day. You have to
The
compliment
beat's hot.
it. Yeah.
The beat's hot.
You have to compliment it.
Aside from The Weeknd and Ariana, because The Weeknd was more... The Weeknd is like a legitimate credited artist. Like, he's not considered a feature.
Right.
Ariana felt a little bit more like a duet. That is, so far, the best feature.
You think so?
If not SZA. Because...
I could see that.
He took the vibe of the song and ran with it. Mm-hmm. And made it his own as well.
They shared that song equally. They really did.
Wow. One of my absolute favorites.
So I was right in terms of the topic.
Yes. Now.
But it's not
now
maybe leaving that person.
switching.
It's just kind of like, we got options.
We have
so
options.
Let's just keep this as what it was.
So then to now go into that song Ain't Shit, which is...
ain't
That's not cheating if I wasn't with your ass. It all makes sense.
Man, this happened 1, 2, 3 times too much. These dumbass niggas. Niggas ain't shit. Up in your crib, can't take things. Look at what you did. Listen to your friends.
I remember, was this the song she wanted to call Nas?
I think so.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny.
Niggas ain't shit. You could say that again. Niggas is square like Madison.
Hey, that's a bar.
I really get mad at them. Could've made a bag, but he broke and he still waiting there like a chill. And he really think I'ma get back to him. Acting like that cause your dad's a bitch. Must be the way that the planets is.
Must be the way that the planet is your sign. Astrology
No.
referring...
But I think it's also referring to planet her, like you're not on my planet. So that's the way that your planet is. But then also astrology.
I can see that too, but I think it's just coming from like... She was talking about the origin of him. Saying, acting like that because your dad's a bitch. Must be the way that the planet is. Like saying that it's just... It's inherently who you are, you know?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
This is a good verse.
Left on red and can't give head. Really, you ain't shit, need a laxative. Niggas ain't shit.
Oh, that was a bar.
Niggas ain't shit. Said that's not cheating if I wasn't with your ass. Logical thinking is just something that you lack. I'm not your mommy, nigga. Find a new hobby, nigga. Return your phone, get picked up. Your shit's in the lobby, nigga. You should've paid my rent. Go get a fucking job. Look at what you did. Listen to your friends when they say niggas ain't shit. 'Cause
Yo. That was comical.
I actually vibe with that song.
That's comical.
I vibe with that song. For two niggas here at the table,
Yeah.
I would be hurt
Yeah. You can't really say nothing to that.
if a girl played this song for me.
Yeah.
But seriously,
This is
I
funny.
mean, that song had been anticipated,
shit's funny.
and I think after hearing "That's Not Cheating If I Wasn't With Your Ass," you should. It was known that the song was going to be comical, and I think it's actually a good comical break within the album.
Yeah.
And like,
It's also a hint at her personality.
yeah,
Doja's very funny.
Doja's very funny.
Yeah.
Like if you look at her lives, man.
Yeah.
Doja's funny. This feels like an interlude.
I can see that.
This
reminds me of something.
Thick as fuck, all I eat is salad. Saucing with my thousands on the island.
Thousand Island. Love that. That was good.
This is awesome.
Interesting. It reminded me of an interlude, but I'll be honest, it wasn't necessarily needed on the album. But I think I like it because it's kind of like looking back and seeing where she is right now. Like kind of just taking a step back and being like, wow, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like you know,
Reflection.
I was talking about reflection. So I do like that because I think that's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the album like Planet Her. So if anything, this just reminds me more of an interlude.
I can see interlude. For me, I am indifferent about it. I'm not mad that it's on the album. I wouldn't be mad if it wasn't. But the things that I appreciate about it is it's nothing else on the album sounds like it. I think it complements this little hip hop section very well.
Yes.
But yeah,
yes,
I'm indifferent
yes.
about it. I can see why people like it. It's another flex in a similar way that Payday was.
Like, bottom line is I do like the song.
I mean, it's the, second shortest on the album?
Yeah, after getting to it, so. Yeah.
So yeah, I can see interlude only because we're coming to the end of the album. So the fact that it's lower in the track list, like, okay, you help move it along. Let's see what's next.
When it involves you, not the man I need. Missing gigs for you, bet you never felt like me. Lonely at the top while your ass miles deep. Got me thinking that you scared of yourself, not me. Middle finger to you so you see where the whole carrot is. I need an answer, a reader, a motorist. You couldn't tell that the both of us needed a whole therapist. Being lonely better than these control, cherish it.
Oh shit.
That's one of the best
That's one of the best verses on the album.
We're going to let that be known now.
I
like that.
Oh wow,
Kiss Me More comes in nice.
I actually really like Alone. That is the realest song on this album. I think that one was very personal to Doja.
I would say so too.
You could tell.
I think so too. In regards to Alone, if the song was reworked a little bit and it didn't start off with the chorus, if it started off with that little guitar and the first verse came in, and that was the first thing that you heard, and then the chorus, I think that it would have had or felt better in sequencing off of Imagine.
Okay, understand.
And the chorus isn't my favorite part of the song. I do prefer the verses, but if we're gonna keep the chorus, I think that it's starting off with that is what kind of threw me off.
Of course, understandable.
You know, I would have rather maybe more of a standard song, starting with the verse.
Yeah. Understandable.
How would you have felt about, because I thought this, the minute Ain't Shit ended, I thought that should have been the last song. And people may disagree with me, but I think Ain't Shit could have been the last song, and Kiss Me More could have been a bonus track.
Sure.
Not gonna lie. And I think it would have ended it on a comical note, but on a note that's still signature to Planet Her.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So
I think
I do like Alone.
I don't know. I like Kiss Me More as the last song though.
No, I do too.
Just
so I think I would have honestly chopped Imagine and made this a 13-track album, but I also wouldn't have been mad at a 12-track album.
But for Alone's sake, I love how real it is.
I do too.
I really appreciate her letting the wall down, but I can't.
But also not being scared to be alone. That's a
that's the truth.
And posing it as a question also shows the strength of a woman.
Yeah. I just like this as the last song. I'm sorry, this is the perfect last song.
Niggas wishing that your pussy was a kissing booth. Takes breakfast, lunch, and gin and juice. I know that part.
Just like visit to you. lipstick, lip gloss, icky sweet.
The verse.
We're so young, principal. Baby, hold me, 'cause I like the way it moves. I love my tongue, I want it. Give me a bug, be the Gucci store. Rouge, eliminate you ain't good enough. All my bitches feel like I died. Only fucking with you feel like jail. I can't even exhale. Even with your friend, you ain't even had me like that. Know that all this ass for real. Drama make you feel fantasy with a bill. It's all I can give you. Baby, hold me, 'cause I like the way it grows. Oh, darling, boy, you're right to me. I can do the same. I love my tongue, I want it.
I think that was the perfect way to close it out.
Perfect. We slowed down and it brought it right back up.
Yeah.
Not to mention, that's a very stable hit. I love Kiss Me More, I Love It when it came out. I was very excited that these two collaborated. They're some of my favorite artists, you know, especially SZA. I still feel like she's very underrated. So the fact that, you know, her and Doja collaborated and it is a good stable hit, I don't know, it makes me proud. It's nice to see two, you know, black women come together and create that kind of magic. So I love it as the last song.
Planet Her. Now, I don't have any other albums to compare it to, but this is a very strong body of work.
This is one of the best releases this year.
Yeah,
and
one of the strongest.
One of the strongest.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? A lot of artists can either make or break with their third album. I think this is Doja's best album only because I have listened to her music.
Yeah.
Her most cohesive, lyrically very strong, vocally incredibly strong. Planet Her didn't disappoint in the slightest. Even with your potential filler songs, they're still good standalone songs.
Definitely. And I see what she meant by each song has its own personality, because there really is something for everyone in this album. Ooh, it's a balancing act. One that she did beautifully.
Yes.
Being able to master and balance all of her talents on one project, it's to be, you know, commended.
It really is. I'm actually quite speechless with this album because I genuinely think it is incredible.
Yeah.
Doja did an amazing job.
Amazing project.
Top 3?
Oh, don't do that.
No, I don't mind.
I want to hear yours.
Okay.
Keep talking about it.
My top 3, not in order though. Woman, I Don't Do Drugs, and Options. Those are the ones that genuinely got me excited about music.
Right.
Genuinely.
I think my top 3 would be Woman, I Don't Do Drugs,
Alright, we're on the right track.
and Ain't Shit.
Okay, that's a strong top 3.
I think so.
That's
but
a strong
then,
top 3.
But see, this is what I hate. Because I'm the type where my top 3 changes all the time. I would love to throw Kiss Me More in there.
I know.
I would
like
love to throw Love the Dream. And I would love to throw Payday in there.
And get into it. That's when you know you have a good album.
That's when you know you have a good album. Yeah, so my top 3 right now.
Top 3 right now. Off
Right
the
now.
first listen.
Could change.
Could change.
As always, we'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Comment your top 3 down below.
If you enjoyed our reaction, make sure to give us a huge thumbs up. And of course, click that little notification bell so you're notified every time we upload. And we'll catch you guys on our next one.